Happy Friday, everybody. It's hashtag FAQ Friday live from my vehicle in the Lake District. And this week's frequently asked questions come about scaling businesses and what does it involve. So let's get down to it and help and support you to understand what is involved in scaling a business. So it involves increasing your size in the business in terms of revenue, market reach, operations, resources, whilst maintaining or improving efficiency. It is all about doing it effectively and efficiently. Knowing when to scale your business depends on numerous factors, so various factors, and this could be market demand, profitability, capacity. That's the key when you're scaling your business. Repeatability and scalability to evaluate. So I'll go through these in a second. Financial stability is massive, obviously. Customer feedback, communicating with your customers, competitive landscape, and strategic goals help you to determine about scaling your business. But risk management is key, remembering the PESTLE analysis to help and support you. And then performance metrics, your KPIs, and how you gauge in whether your business is scalable. And it's so important to remember all these factors. So I'm going to go through all of these factors and various areas to keep an eye on whether your business is scalable and how to actually scale your business. So let's get through to how you actually do this whilst maintaining or improving efficiency. So knowing when to scale your business depends on all of those factors. However, let's go into detail with regard to that. Market demand, we get a lot of supply and demand in business. If there's a growing demand for your product or service that exceeds your current capacity to meet it, it might be time to either grow or scale. So you've got to look for consistent trends and patterns indicating sustained demand. And that is something that is an art in itself. Always ask for outside expert help on this, because it might look like a trend right now, but it might fall flat very quickly. So be very mindful of that. So ask for, and make sure you sign an NDA as well if you've got something important to be able to sell. Profitability, and there's cash flow in this as well, so it's not just about profitability. Ensure that your business is consistently profitable and that scaling won't jeopardize your margins at all. And if it jeopardizes your margins very negatively, it's not worth it, and it's not about egos in when you're making these decisions. If you're consistently making a profit and have the resources to invest in growth, scaling might be a good option, but obviously really, really keep this key about your cash flow as well. So know how much cash flow needs to be in the business positively, and make sure that you have enough reserves to cover any kind of scaling. And then capacity, we mentioned capacity. Assess whether your current infrastructure, resources and team can handle the increased demand, because this is the scalability test. If you're consistently at capacity or struggling to keep up with the demand, scaling may be necessary to avoid missed opportunities, because what you don't want is another business to come in and actually take your missed opportunities. And then look at repeatability and scalability. You've got to evaluate whether your business model and your processes and systems are easily repeatable and scalable. Because if they're not, and it completely changes your business model and you're starting again, that is not scalability. So scalability means your business can handle increased workload or demand without compromising your quality or efficiency in your business. And then financial stability. Ensure you have financial resources. We've mentioned this earlier about profitability, but your financial resources to support your growth. Look at your lead times with your customers. Look at how much cash you need to have in your bank just in case anything dries up. How long will you last? So financial, ensure you have the financial resources to support growth, because scaling often requires upfront investment in infrastructure, marketing, hiring, and technology. So make sure you've got that in reserve. Make sure you have access to capital or sufficient cash flow to fund this expansion. Listen to your customers. Customer feedback is really key here. Listen to your customers. If you're receiving positive feedback, experiencing high customer satisfaction and seeing repeat business, it might be a sign that you're ready to scale pretty quick. But being mindful of how you do that physically, mentally, and emotionally with your team. Remember the Kubler-Ross curve, change management elements to help and support you with that, but always ask for outside help and advice with a helicopter view. Competitive landscape is another area. Consider your competitors and market dynamics. If your competitors are scaling successfully, or if there's a window of opportunity to capture market share, it might be the right time for you to scale as well. But being mindful what they're doing, really be careful of not seeing through rose-tinted glasses. Ensure that you are being mindful of what they're actually doing, so be on guard. Strategic goals. Align scaling decisions with your long-term strategic goals. Is this your strategic goals in your business? Is it something that you've looked at before and decided not to? Is it something that you've got to determine whether scaling aligns with your vision for the company and whether it will help you achieve your objectives? And the risk management, it's so important this through business. You've got to do your pestle analysis, but do your risk management. Assess the risk associated with scaling, such as increased competition, operational challenges, or changes in market conditions. Develop contingency plans to mitigate these risks. And then performance metrics. Establish your KPIs, your performance indicators to track the success of your scaling efforts, and then monitor metrics such as revenue growth, customer acquisition costs, customer lifetime value, and employee productivity to gauge the effectiveness of your scaling strategies. So you need to do all of the KPIs to ensure that you are, first of all, knowing your numbers, but obviously be in a position where you know that you're making the right decision, because ultimately the decision to scale your business should be based on a combination of all of the factors, careful analysis and strategic planning. It's important to scale at the right time for your business and in the right way to ensure sustainable growth and long-term success. So I hope that's helped and supported you to understand about scaling. It is different to growth in your business, so being mindful and aware of that. If you need any more information, please contact me, Alison at ajlakes.com. Please subscribe to the channel for more help and support in business, and give me a direct message. Give me a message of how you could ask for help, and I'll do an FAQ Friday on a question that you'd like answering. But please subscribe, like and share. Sharing is caring. And may I wish you an amazing Friday on this beautiful sunshine day in the Lake District. And may I wish you a happy weekend. Take care, and thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.